Good morning, student. Today I am going to begin with some important numerical. So first numerical is a stone is tied to the ends of the string 80 centimeter long is drilled in a horizontal circle. Okay, so length of the string is similar to the radius of the circular path. Okay, so here R is 80 centimeter with a constant speed. Speed is constant. If stone makes 14 revolutions in 25 seconds, so as we know that the number of revolutions completed in 1 second is known as frequency. So frequency nu is equal to 14 upon 25 RPM, means revolution per second. Okay. What is the magnitude and direction of acceleration? So in this case, stone is moving in a circular path with constant speed. Then which type of acceleration produced in this situation? The name is centripetal acceleration. So we have to calculate centripetal acceleration. So as we know that the centripetal acceleration is A equal to V square upon R, and the value of V is R omega. So R square omega square upon R, this R to R cancel. So A equal to omega square R. Okay. Now put the value of omega. So since omega is equal to 2 pi nu, squaring same, radius R same. So now square this bracket 4 pi square nu square R. Now substituting the value of nu and R. So 4, value of pi is 22 by 7 into 22 by 7, and value of nu is 14 upon 25 into 14 upon 25, and the value of R is 80 into 10 is to power minus 2, because 1 centimeter is equal to 10 is to minus 2 meter. So 7 to the 14, again 7 to the this 14. Solve this equation. A equal to this 4 into 22 is 88 into this 2 to the 4 into 22, again 88 into 80 into 10 is to power minus 2 upon 25 into 25. So 5 5 the 25, 5 1 the 5, 3 30, 5 6 the 30. Okay. So A equal to 7744 into 16 into 10 is to power minus 2. So 25 5 the 125. Now multiplied by 16 into this, so we get 4. This power minus 2 means this 125. Okay. 9.9 meter per second square. So centripetal acceleration is 9.9 meter per second square. Its direction is towards center. Now the second problem: an aircraft executes a horizontal loop of radius 1 kilometer. It means R equal to 1 kilometer. As we know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Okay, with a steady speed of 900 kilometer per hour, means V equal to 900 kilometer per hour. So now we convert kilometer per hour into meter per second by multiplying 5 upon 18. So 18 5 are 90 and the 0 same. So 250 meter per second. Right. Now compare the centripetal acceleration with acceleration due to gravity. Means we have to calculate the value of A upon G. So first we calculate the value of A. So as we know that the centripetal acceleration A is equal to V square upon R. So now put the value of V. So 250 into 250 upon 1000. Okay. So 0 0 cancel. So value of A is 625 upon 10. Okay. So therefore A upon G equal to 625 upon 10 into the value of G is 9.8. It means 625 upon 98. So 6.377. The next problem: a cyclist is riding with a speed of 27 km per hour as he approaches a circular turn on the road of radius 80 meter. Means cyclist is moving on a circular path in this direction. Suppose in anti-clockwise direction, and this is the radius of the circular path, and radius is given 80 meter. It's the center, and the velocity is in that. Velocity which will be in along tangent. Okay. Now at this point P, he applies brake and reduces his speed. So when he applies the brake, then speed of cyclist reduces, and retardation produced at the rate 0.5 meter per second square. The retardation means opposite to direction of velocity, means retardation will be in this direction. So this retardation is known as tangential, because it acts along tangential. So this name of this acceleration is tangential acceleration. Okay. And when the cyclist move in a circular path, then a acceleration produced which is directed towards center of the circular path, that is known as centripetal acceleration, AC. Okay. But we have to calculate the magnitude and direction of net acceleration, means resultant of these two. Okay. So suppose this is the resultant. Okay. A. So first we calculate the value of AC, means centripetal acceleration. So as we know that AC equal to V square upon R. Here value of V is 27 kilometer per hour. So first we convert kilometer per hour into meter per second by multiplying 5 upon 18. Clear? So 3 9 are 27, 3 6 are 18, 3 3 are 9, 3 2 are 6. So 3 5 are 15 by 2 means 7.5 meter per second. Okay. And radius R is 80 meter. So put the value of V and R, 7.5 into 7.5 upon 80 to 56.25 upon 80, and it will be near about 0.7 meter per second square. After getting AC, we will get the value of A. Now find the value of A. So see here, the angle between tangential acceleration and centripetal acceleration is 90. This angle is equal to, okay, 90. And we have to find the value of A. Suppose this point is A and this is the point C. So in this triangle, so A equal under root AT square plus AC square. Okay. Or we can say by applying Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square, means AC square. This AC is equal to this, or AC is the value of given 0.7, and base square means 80 square. So A equal to under root, the value of 80 is given in a question 0.5. Okay. So here you can write 80 equal to 0.5 meter per second is given. So 0.5 whole square plus 0.7 whole square. Okay. So A equal under root 0.25 plus 0.49. A equal to under root 5 9 14 1 5 2 7. Now take the root and we find the value 0.86 meter per second square. This we will get the value of angle. So according to question, we have to find the direction of net acceleration. Suppose this net acceleration makes an angle beta with PA. So tan beta is equal to, perpendicular. This perpendicular is equal to AC, means AC upon base means 80. Okay, so tan beta is equal to the value of AC is 0.7 upon value of 80 is 0.5. Point to point cancel, so tan beta equal to 1.4 and beta equal to tan inverse 1.4. It will be. Now the one more problem. What is the angular velocity, means omega equal to question mark, of a flywheel making 300 rpm. So what is rpm? Rpm means revolution per minute. So as we know that the frequency is number of revolution completed in 1 second. It means we have to convert rpm into rps by dividing 60. Now it will be rps means revolution per second. Okay, so 65 so nu equal to 5 revolution per second. Okay, so as we know that omega equal to 2 pi nu. Now put the value of nu, 2 pi into 5 means 10 pi radian per second, or it will be 10 and the value of pi 3.14 means 31.4 radian per second. Okay, both answers. Now look the one more problem. The angular speed of a wheel is 88 radian per second. It means angular speed denoted by omega will equal to 88 radian per second. Omega equal to 88 radian per second. Calculate the number of revolution. Suppose number of revolution be n. Okay, in 1 second. So as we know that the number of revolution completed in 1 second is known as frequency. Okay, or we can write here nu, because standard symbol of frequency is nu. Okay, so we can denote it by n also. So omega equal to, the formula is 2 pi nu. So nu equal to omega upon 2 pi. So value of omega is 88 and 2 value of pi is 22 by 7. So 22 for the 88 means 4 upon 2 and this 7 is moved to numerator. So here 28 by 2 means omega equal to 14. Sorry, nu equal to 14 means it will complete 14 revolution in 1 second. Now the next problem. What is the angular velocity, means omega equal to question mark, of our minute and second hand of a clock. Okay, so in our wristwatch there are 3 type of hand: minute hand, second hand and hour hand. We have to calculate the angular velocity of each hand. So to calculate the angular velocity, first we should know what is the time period of each hand of a clock. So do you know what is the time period of second hand? Means how much time it will complete the one revolution. So second hand complete one revolution in 60 seconds. So we can calculate angular velocity of second hand is 2 pi upon t. By applying the formula 2 pi upon t, so 2 pi and the value of t is 60. So omega s equal to pi upon 30 radian per second. Similarly, we can calculate for minute hand. So what will be the time period of minute hand? Means in which time it will complete the one revolution. So time period of minute hand will be 60 minute. 60 minute means 60 into 60 second. So omega of minute hand means 2 pi upon t, time period of minute hand. So 2 pi into 60 means 3600. Okay, so 2 cancel 1800. So omega means angular velocity of minute hand will be pi upon 1800 radian per second. So similarly, we can calculate the angular velocity of our hand, omega hour, equal to 2 pi upon t, time period of our hand. So what is the time period of our hand? How much time it will complete one revolution? The answer will be 12 hour. So omega of our hand equal to 2 pi into 12 hour means 12 into 60 minute and again 60 seconds. So 2 6 are 12 is pi upon 6 6 are 36 6 are 216 double this. So omega angular velocity of our head will be pi upon 21,600 radian per second. Now look at one more problem. A flywheel is making 60 rpm. 60 rpm is 60 revolution per minute. But we know that the number of revolution completed in 1 second is known as frequency, means nu is equal to 60 upon 60 rps. So we have to convert rpm into rps by dividing by 60. So 60 into 60 is equal to 1 rpm. Now it will be frequency. Okay. So we have to calculate the linear speed, means v equal to question mark, and its radius also given r equal to 3 meter. So as we know that v equal to r omega and the value of omega is 2 pi nu. So now substituting the value of this 3 into 2 and the value of pi is 3.14 into value of nu is 1. So 3 to the 6 into 3.14. So 6 4 the 24, 2 6 1 the 6 2 8 6 3 the 18 means 18.84 meter per second. Now note the one more problem. A car takes a round turn of radius 50 meter means r equal to 50 meter with a velocity of v equal to 36 kilometer per hour. So first we convert kilometer per hour into meter per second by multiplying by upon 18. So 18 to the 36, 2 5 the 10 meter per second. Okay, so we have to calculate the centripetal acceleration of the car, means a equal to question mark. So as we know that centripetal acceleration a equal to v square upon r. Okay, now put the value of v means 10 into 10 upon value of r is 50. 0 0 cancel, 5 to the 10, a equal to 2 meter per second square. Means one more important problem. If both speed of the body and radius of the circular path are doubled, what will happen to centripetal acceleration? So as we know that a equal to v square upon r. Okay, so here v1 equal to v and v2 equal to 2v. Similarly r1 equal to r and r2 equal to 2r. Okay, and a2 equal to question mark. So a1 a2 upon a1 equal to v2 upon r2, v2 square upon r2 into v1 square upon r1. Okay, so this equation can be written as v2 upon v1 whole square into r1 upon r2. Now substituting the value of v2 2b upon v1 value b whole square into r1 value is r and r2 value is 2r. Okay, then this b to b cancel, r to r cancel. So 2 square means 4 upon 2 equal to 2. This implies a2 upon a1 equal to 2 or a2 equal to twice a1, means centripetal acceleration will be